New Braunfels Canyon softball team, they're getting ready for the 5th round of the UIL Class 5A playoffs, where they're going to be taking on the Smithson Valley Rangers, with the winner advancing to state. This is going to be a great series set for best of 3. The Cougars, remember, they're 30-0 undefeated, beating Flower Bluff 8-1 in the 5A regional semifinals. Canyon went to state back in 2018, 2019. Some calling it a dynasty. Advanced to the 3rd round last 2 years. Now they have to get through the Rangers for the next step.
They're a great team. I will give them that. They're definitely one of our hardest teams that we've faced, I think, all throughout our preseason playoffs and just regular district. They have just as much drive and just as much hard work as us, and it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, we faced them a couple times, but I just think we need to go into this game thinking it's a new game, new team, and we just need to play our game, and I think we'll be fine.
You know, I think it's exciting for everyone, especially this week is going to be a special situation with us in Smithson Valley. 2 traditional programs that have had a lot of success, and I think there's a lot of respect back and forth between the 2 teams, and I think it's going to be good for the whole community to see this matchup.
The 5A regional finals between New Braunfels Canyon and Smithson Valley getting underway Friday, 7 p.m. Best of 3 series going down at St. Mary's University. All right. Head of the MLB, the Rangers taking down the Pirates 6-1. Josh Jung hitting his 11th homer of the season. Texas going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And the Brewers shutting out the Astros 6-0. Remember, I think they were 11-1 in the last 12 before that. All right, Texas League action. The Missions roughing up the Sod Poodles here at Wolf 14-4. And of course, don't forget, NBA playoffs playing on. Eastern Conference Finals, because the West has already decided. Boston beating Miami 116-99, avoiding a sweep. Game 5 Thursday in Boston. We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. Meta has agreed to sell Giphy. That's the platform for animated images for a fraction of what they paid for the company just 3 years ago. Shutterstock will purchase Giphy for $53 million. That's 20% of the $350 million that Meta had paid for the platform back in 2020. Meanwhile, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau fining Citizens Bank $9 million. This for failing to properly process credit card disputes. The CFPB alleges that Citizens Bank automatically dismissed some fraud claims and billing disputes and then failed to fully refund those fees. According to the bank, the issue affected a small subset of customers. And Peloton is launching 3 new membership tiers. This to access content on their fitness app. Much of Peloton's fitness content won't require the company's special hardware, including a new gym function. This will let users design a custom workout. Membership options include a free tier, a mid-range tier at $12.99 a month, and a premium tier for $24 a month. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from Cheddar Studios in Lower Manhattan.
Today, some folks can head out to the San Antonio Zoo and spend a little less money. It's Locals Day at the zoo.
All right, so if you live in Bexar County, you can get in for just $8. You are going to need to show proof of residency when you go and buy your ticket.
You can learn more about Locals Day and buy your tickets on the zoo's website. Just go to sazoo.org.
Justin, good day to head out there?
Not bad. You may have to dodge a shower or storm. We're going to keep that small chance in the forecast as outflow boundaries get a little closer to Bexar County. And that could kick off a shower or storm. Otherwise, not a bad day, really. We'll see some more clouds moving in today, too. And then we'll watch for a few more storms tonight into tomorrow morning before we clear out some for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday looks good. We'll add back in some chances by Memorial Day and early next week.
That's all of our show for now. Thanks for joining us on the News at Noon.
SA Live starts right now.
And you are looking at flags flying at half staff in honor of Uvalde. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Osterhage.
And I'm Fiona Gorostiza. And welcome to SA Live. Our first guest today knows furry friends bring love and comfort.
Yes, Brandy Lawson.
Brandy Lawson, treasurer for Therapy Animals of San Antonio, is here to tell us about their crisis animal response program and how they help without saying a word. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, first of all, introduce us to all of our two-legged and four-legged guests today.
Absolutely. So our two-legged guests, we have Christine and we have Sarah Morgan. And for our four-legged guests, we have Happy Hazel, Bacon, and then this is Teddy.
Bacon. I love it.
I love that. So you all have teams in Uvalde for tonight, correct?
Correct. We have over a dozen teams that will be on site in Uvalde tonight to provide some comfort and some therapeutic support to the families.
And you were there a year ago as well.
We were there a year ago. We had teams on site the day of the incident. They were inside the Civic Center as families learned the fate of their children. And then we had teams on site the rest of the week providing community service and community support.
So tell us what the teams do when they respond to a crisis.
So our role there is really to, first of all, collaborate effectively with emergency services so we don't cause any interruptions or chaos. And second, to support those that are coming through the tragedy. So the dogs are a great sense of support. It's a therapeutic visit. They also provide a little sense of security and sometimes even a lighter moment during a hard time.
And just this, what I'm doing right now, I mean, that makes you feel better when you're petting a dog or petting a cat or something like that. And you also said that they listen and they don't judge and they don't talk back or anything, right?
Absolutely. So our dogs are great listeners. They are also very affectionate. So sometimes, somebody wants a hug and they can't just go hug a stranger, at least they can hug the dog. And they also keep secrets really well. Teddy has never let a single secret out, and I do talk a lot to her, so.
And the Crisis Animal Response Program, or CARE, is part of Therapy Animals of San Antonio. What makes this group different?
So Therapy Animals of San Antonio has been providing therapeutic visits since 1989 to San Antonio and 13 surrounding counties. We recognize the need for community support following critical incidents, and at that point we launched our CARE program in 2020. Our CARE program is our Crisis Animal Response Program, and it's been launched to provide expertly qualified and trained therapeutic dogs for crisis animal responses.
And there have been a lot of incidents, you said, in the past year, and so you're looking for more volunteers and folks with nice, friendly, lovable, big animals like this. Dogs, cats, and other animals too, right?
Absolutely. For our Therapy Animals of San Antonio, we are looking for more teams. As long as you have a dog that's personable, obedient, and is able to work with a variety of people and medical equipment, then you should go to our site, therapyanimalssa.org, to learn more about it. We need more teams because there is an increased number of incidents. In the 2022-2023 school year, we've responded to 13 incidents in the San Antonio school area. And then during this calendar year, so from January 1st to present, we've been at 8 incidents.
And there is still a little bit of training, right, that would go into if someone volunteered and wanted their pet to participate, right?
There is training and there is a test that they would need to pass in order to be a therapy animal. And then in order to join our crisis response teams, there is extensive training, education, and field work in order to make sure that you're trained and that your dog is the right dog to have on site. So the training, we are trained on trauma-informed responses. We are trained to watch for stress in our dogs and how to monitor our own stress levels and respond to that. We go through a course from FEMA on emergency management structures so that we don't hinder the first responders on site. And then we also do some field work. All of our volunteers are background checked every other year. And part of CARE is also making sure all of the people and their canine partners are up to date on all vaccinations.
And I would assume even some of the first responders need to just kind of cuddle up with the therapy animal every once in a while too, right?
They do.
Yes.
They very much do.
And of course, the dogs need to, as you mentioned, kind of do well in all sorts of situations. Like, for example, if they go to a fire station and then there's the sirens and the noise and the firemen and women walking around, all in gear.
Yeah, so we actually visited a fire station as part of our field work. That was a great experience. The dogs were able to get in the trucks and smell the smoky fire trucks. The overhead doors were a surprise to some. The lights, the sirens, even the firefighters in those big bulky uniforms were an experience for the dogs, but it just lets us know that those dogs are ready for whatever they may encounter on site.
Okay, you got a little quiz for us about therapy dogs, right?
I do. So let's go with true or false.
Okay.
Is a therapy dog the same thing as a service animal?
False.
False.
Correct. You are correct. It is false. So a service dog is trained to perform a task for someone with a disability. It is not a pet. A therapy dog is providing support and being a therapeutic presence, and it is a pet.
And one thing we were pointing out too is the harnesses on the dogs, usually with the service dog, it says do not pet, service dog. These, you want everybody to come up and pet them, right?
You are 100% correct. We want everyone to pet them and to love them and to give them affection, because that's how they get comfortable with lots of people.
Okay.
All right, so for those who want to volunteer, because you are 100% volunteer, as you mentioned, and you never charge, how can they help?
Anyone that's interested in becoming a therapy team can grab information on our site. We are in need of additional teams. And anyone that would like to make a donation can go to our site, therapyanimalsa.org, to make a donation. We are 100% volunteers, and we never charge for the services that we provide. So we rely solely on dues for membership and then on donations, and we have one Pooch Parade each year as a fundraiser.
Yeah, this one's kind of a leaner when you start petting it.
When she gets really happy, she leans in.
Aw, thank you so much. For more information on Therapy Animals of San Antonio, or to donate to this great organization, just snap that QR code on your screen or go to SALive.com, click on that As Seen on SA Live tab.
Appreciate all the work y'all do. Thank you very much. Well, a new room can equal a new start, and that's the mission behind Room Redux, and a local nonprofit helping transform rooms for children who need it most.
This spring, the Uvalde Strong Project involved dozens of volunteers and lots of love. Our Jen Tobias Strusky shares more about this special home makeover.
A happy side to trauma. That's what Room Redux is all about. The nonprofit helps to transform rooms into happy spaces, allowing children who suffered from abuse to have a fresh start.
We do this anonymously so the children never see us, and we do this in one day. And the main mission is to facilitate healing. These children are getting counseling, so they're getting that part of the healing puzzle, but then they're going back to a room where abuse occurred or there are triggers, and they deserve to know that they're loved and cared about by people who don't even know them and who expect nothing from them.
Susie Vibrell is the founder and CEO of Room Redux, and also a L'Oreal Woman of Worth 2022 National Honoree, which put the spotlight on her nonprofit. So far, the team has completed 215 transformations across the country. The most recent one is in Uvalde.
It was the biggest project we have had to date. So we got a referral from an FBI special agent who had handled this case, and it was for 6 children. We transformed 7 rooms, so bedrooms and a bathroom, in one day. We had so many volunteers. A lot of them were FBI special agents. We had Homeland Security agents there, all just working to transform these children's rooms and lives. Normally it takes us, I'd say, between 6 to 8 hours, depending on the scope of the project. This one took literally all day. We were there about 12 hours.
Part of the transformation includes a homeschool area. These children, who did lose friends in the 2022 Robb Elementary tragedy, have since left public school. And as you can see in these photos, they now have a refreshed learning space. And here's a look at the other room transformations.
So a couple of the rooms were really small, and it was 3 boys and 3 girls. And so we did a big switcheroo where the 3 boys, we put them in the master. The parents were so gracious and so wonderful and loving. They said, yep, put us in a smaller room. It's fine. And then the living space, which also doubled as a homeschooling area, we put the 3 girls in there. So we had to do barn doors so that we could close it off. You have so many ways that you can be Room Redux. Some people want to come to room transformations. Some people don't have the time or don't feel like they want to come to room transformations. Maybe they have some, something in their past that prohibits them from wanting to participate that way, and that's okay. You can volunteer time, you can donate money, furniture, purchase things, like I said, on our Amazon registry. Each chapter across America, they put up an Amazon registry list so that you can actually purchase that lamp that is going into that child's room, or that bedding, or whatever it might be. And that's a really cool feeling.
Even though the Room Redux team could not be there for the big reveal,
the families often send me videos, or they'll send pictures to me or to the executive directors. And so we get to see them, we get to hear them, and they were absolutely over the moon. They were crying and jumping on their beds and just so excited. It gives them a fresh start.
For SA Live,
it's wonderful. It's an amazing feeling.
I'm Jen Tobias Stresky.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you would like to help donate an item for a room redux project, you can head to our website, salive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just scan that QR code that you see there on your screen.
Well, when SA Live continues, we are looking forward to some upcoming events. How a local chef is teaming up with a brewery to make some incredible next-level dishes.
Plus, kids eat free all week. Stick around in our next half hour, and we're going to tell you what restaurant here in town is offering this amazing deal.
But first, it's a festival of food, culture, music, dancing, and so much more. How you can join the fun, and we check out just a few of the tasty options you can try. That's next on SA Live.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, there's always a lot happening here in Historic Market Square, but this weekend...
Yes, indeed. Right down the street, you can find a really big happening at the UTSA downtown campus, and our Jen Tobias Strusky is there right now to find out all about it. So, Jen, you're starting with the food, because that's what we love to start with.
Of course, we always are all about the food. San Antonio is so good, right? About embracing culture, and the Asian Festival is coming back after 3 years, so they are also very excited. Something you can do with your family this weekend. And joining me now is Elva Adams, the Asian Festival Committee Chair. Hi, Elva.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. So how are you guys feeling? It's been 3 years since the festival has been here.
Absolutely. We're so excited to come back and after 3 years, and we have many things that we can exhibit our cultures, including entertainment, food, merchant services, and merchant vendors. So it's going to be a fun day.
Okay, you mentioned food, so we'll start here. We have some of the vendors. Tell me about what we have here. Who is this here? Which restaurant?
Actually, these are homemade dishes prepared by Aloha Kitchen Catering and Entertainment. So let me just introduce some of the dishes that they brought today. So the first one is a huli chicken. It's a marinated chicken. It's grilled and paired with a teriyaki sauce. And the second dish that they brought is a kalua pork and cabbage. This just looks very delicious. And again, it's very homemade. It's a street food that's very special for the Hawaiian style. And the third dish will be a rice accompanied by the mac and cheese potato salad. So these are kind of like a Mexican, they would eat rice and beans. So this is very signature dishes for rice and paired with the
mac salad, right?
Salad. Yes. And the last one will be the spin with the sushi rice, because this is again, it's kind of like a sandwich type of style, and serve as well a great breakfast item. So, it's something that's really delicious. I mean, just talking about it, I'm going to start drooling.
Yes, and Spam, we know in Hawaii, that is the thing. So, yes, and the next vendor we have here is Sari Sari Filipino Restaurant, Camille, a friend of the show. Hi, Camille.
Hi, Jen. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. How exciting. You'll be at the festival, and this is what you guys are bringing. Wow, looks delicious. Tell me what you have here.
Yes, so today we brought all of our festival favorites. We have Filipino-style egg rolls. This is called Lumpia Shanghai. It's filled with a pork, carrot, and onion filling, and we have a homemade sweet and sour sauce as well for dipping. Over here, we have our fluffy bao buns. They're called siopao. Those are filled with either chicken or pork, really savory. They also have a sauce that we can dip them with. And over here is our grilled barbecue skewers. Those are made with pork. They are Filipino style, which means they're slightly sweet and very savory. And last but not least, we have something sweet for y'all. This is called buchi. It's a sesame ball. It has a different filling. There's either purple yam, which is called ube, or a sweet yellow bean. Super yummy, really delicious things for you all to try. We hope you guys stop by and try all four.
Love it. I have tried those before. Amazing. All four of those look so delicious. Now time for some sushi. We have Chef Goro joining me now. Hello, Chef.
Hello. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here with you. Now, this is the first time you've been a part of the festival. Is that right?
Yes, it is. It's going to be an honor for me to be here. I've been looking forward to this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Now, what did you bring for us today?
Well, today I brought what we're going to be serving at the festival. We got some California rolls, we got the shrimp tempura roll, and we have a spicy crab roll there. And also be serving some squid and seaweed salad. And then the sauces will come with it is spicy mayonnaise, sriracha, and then eagle sauce.
Yum. Okay, and what are you most excited about for the festival?
I'm just excited to see all the people that come out and enjoy it. I mean, I've heard so much about it, and I've read about it, I've seen it. I'm just so excited. Yes. So everybody just come on out and have some fun, enjoy.
Yes, and some delicious food. As you can see, all the food here. Now, Elba's going to come back with us. And again, we mentioned it's been 3 years. So what is different this year, Elba?
Okay, what is different is that we changed the venue. So in the past, we always having an ITC, which is Instant Texan Cultures, but this time, because ITC is under construction, so we're bringing it over here at UTSA campus. So that's one thing is different. The second thing is different is this is the experience. Is in the past that we always centered the thing around Chinese New Year, but then we changed the time from February into May, because as everybody knows, May is designated as Asian Heritage Month. So what we want to do is we want to be all inclusive, not only just including the Asian community, but also a Pacific Islander.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, everybody included. So those are the changes. Anything people need to know if they want to come this weekend?
Okay, so just as any festivals, so it's one-day event. So I would really highly recommend and encourage everybody to be here early. And our grand opening ceremony will be at 10 o'clock and followed by the grand parade with all our participants. So that will be very exciting to see. And then just come enjoying our experience, because parking may be an issue. By the way, it's free parking this year. So just make sure you get down to the UTSA campus and early, so that way you don't have to worry about the traffic and everything. So.
All right. She said everything you need to know. Again, May 27th, this Saturday from 10 to 5. Food, vendors, performances, all that and more. SALive.com for more information. Click the As Seen on SA Live tab. And coming up later in the show, we'll get a sneak peek of a performance from some impressive youngsters. We'll send it back to you, Fiona and Mike.
Okay, Jen, we'll clarify something here.
Yes, we heard all that is coming back with us. Did you mean that?
Oh, if whatever is left, okay? I'll try to save you something. I'm going to start digging in here, though.
You do
I'm sure
know
I'll save you,
You're only a couple of blocks away,
Yeah.
right down there on
I know.
Chavez.
Not far.
Yeah, I feel like I could see you guys.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. We'll save you some food.
You can run over here before your next hit with some of that food, you know.
Don't do that.
All
No.
right.
Okay.
Still ahead on SA Live. Tired of the hustle and bustle of the city? Your dream home could be a short drive away, where you can find a brand new home in a booming suburb. We take a peek inside.
And next, are you starting to struggle with your hearing? We'll tell you the signs that you might have hearing loss and the local place that can help. It's straight ahead on SA Live. The month of May is Better Hearing Month, dedicated to raising awareness about communication disorders and the role of hearing healthcare providers and their life-changing treatment. San Antonio ENT work with thousands of patients with hearing loss, but they're only a fraction of those who need it. Here with us today is Dr. Tom Call, an audiologist with San Antonio ENT, and Jennifer Jimenez, his hearing instrument specialist. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you very much.
For having us. All right, hearing loss is often referred to as the invisible disability, right?
Yeah, so an invisible disability is one where you can't necessarily see it, but it's kind of happening behind the scenes. And seeing that that's the case, a lot of people don't tend to do much about it, or they brush it aside, seeing that it's not affecting their appearances and things. But the problem is underlying all that stuff is a lot of problems happening, such as emotional issues. There are higher instances of anxiety and depression with the hearing loss, and there's all this research coming out with surprising connections that we've been wondering about for a long time, but are now starting to actually have strong correlation, such as the link with dementia or other cognitive decline and untreated hearing loss. And so a lot of times when I tell people get their hearing aids, wondering about getting hearing aids, that's one of the things that concerns them the most is am I gonna have some issues down the road? And I say, if you do something about it now, you're less likely to, and I think that's really important.
And that's important to know right now. And so what are some common signs of hearing loss?
You'll see it all the time in family members who may have it. You may notice it in family members such as they ask people to repeat themselves frequently. If you yourself are experiencing it, you may struggle in very specific environments, such as a restaurant. That's a big one. We hear that all the time.
Because of all the ambient noise.
All the ambient noise tends to interfere with your ability to comprehend. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions about hearing loss is that it's not a hearing problem as much as it is an understanding problem. I hear that every day with my patients. I can hear fine, but I just can't understand what people are saying. And I think that those are some of the early warning signs, along with some other things like ringing in the ears, known as tinnitus or tinnitus.
And Jennifer, what are some common misconceptions about hearing aids?
There's a ton, but the most common ones are, that they're too big, that they're bulky, they're ugly, that they're uncomfortable. But, with modern technology, we've come a long way. And as you can see, there's some as small as possible. They're actually various styles, different colors to match. As far as the uncomfortableness of it, for the first couple of days you may experience that, but thereafter it should subside.
Okay.
And on that note, actually, sometimes people like to have it seen. I've actually got one in my ear as well right here.
This is one of our popular ones.
This is the popular one because it kind of looks more like the earbuds that you see sitting all the time.
Everybody wearing.
Yeah, it's great.
Real quickly before we go, where is your office located?
We have several locations throughout San Antonio, Stone Oak location, Westover, Brook City base, and then our medical center area too.
All right, Dr. Jennifer, thank you so much. San Antonio ENT has several locations around town in the medical center, Stone Oak, Westover Hills, and Brook City base. You see it listed right there. For more information, give them a call at 210-249-4838 or visit the website sanantonioent.com. Still ahead on SA Live, kids eat free all week. We're going to tell you how you can score the freebie. It's our deal of the day. And next, an award-winning local chef takes tacos to new places, and he's teaming up with a local brewery to make some one-of-a-kind. Welcome back to SA Live. He's an award-winning chef who uses a little bit of the traditional and a little bit of the unexpected to make tacos with flavors you have to taste to believe.
And Chef Paul Morales from Tacos Cucuy is here to tell us about an upcoming event and how he is hoping to be an ambassador for the food scene here in the Alamo City. We need to vote for Paul right here.
Right.
Good to see you, sir.
Right.
Okay, so what are we making today?
So today we're doing 2 vegetarian tacos that I'm serving at my taco pop-up on Tuesday. It's going to be a sweet potato taco, which he's got there, okay, and then here we're going to do a pastor taco.
Now that's not a sweet potato I've seen on Thanksgiving.
No, that's actually more of a heirloom varietal, so it's a purple sweet potato. It's very good. I like to put a lot of color in my dishes.
Okay. But does this taste the same as regular sweet potatoes?
It still tastes the same, yes.
Okay, and same vitamins and really good to eat? Okay.
Really good for you, full of fiber.
Okay, and then over here we've got mushrooms, right?
Mushrooms al pastor. So this is a take on a traditional dish which is usually used with pork. So we're mixing it up today and we're using mushrooms. So these are a good local mushroom we get from South Texas Seasonals. It's a blue oyster mushroom. So basically we make a marinade, the traditional pastor marinade, but instead of putting it with pork, we use a mushroom. So this is going to be very good here. So those we just want to get a little bit of color on those.
Okay, about, let's see, because this is a pretty good, oh wow. Look,
wow. See how dark it looks?
Yes.
It really brings out the color.
I'll be darned. That's beautiful. But you do also just regular good old beef tacos.
Oh,
right?
Of course, yes. We're also at the event, we will be having cabrito, which we're going to do a smoked cabrito, which is going to be very good. The person who taught me how to barbecue is going to be helping out, my father. So we're going to do a cabrito, we're going to do beef cheek, which is barbacoa, chicken tinga, picadillo, and I think that's it for the meat.
And where's the event coming up?
The event coming up is going to be at Mexicana Cafe. It's off of Frio and El Paso. And it's basically a nice little Mexican restaurant that my friend Chef Edward Villarreal is letting me host my event there. We're gonna have a DJ there, and of course the beer from Freaktail, which we made for the city. San Antonio is a city UNESCO destination, so it's a very big deal. So I was very proud that we sponsored we were involved with the masa because this is made of 500 pounds of masa was put into this beer.
Seriously?
500, and we had to walk it up these narrow steps into the hop
Oh my
with these
God.
red, yeah, but it was worth it.
Now, when you talk about UNESCO, obviously there's UNESCO historic sites and everything, but as far as a food city,
There's only 2 in the United States, San Antonio and Tucson. And every year they have a Mes de Maíz, which is in May, and they promote corn and maize and how it's significant in history and in our culture. So they make a big deal about it. So we decided to offer up some masa to make a really good beer.
Okay. And
Okay,
So we're going to start
good to
assembling.
go here, yes.
and I just put these on the tortillas over here. And your
Yes.
tortillas also are really special as well,
Yes,
right?
my tortillas are heirloom grains from Oaxaca, Mexico.
Okay.
So it's very good. It doesn't have any of the Monsanto glycophosphate in it. It's not genetically modified. That's perfect.
Just a couple of them like that? Okay.
Yep, and then you want to add a little bit of goat cheese, so you want a little bit of creaminess to that.
I love goat cheese.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
love goat
very
cheese.
good. And then for texture, we have some fried corn that we make, kind of our version of a corn nuts, and we put a little bit of spice in there.
Okay, and what have I got over here?
Over here we have some dill fronds and tarragon. You can go ahead and just put that on there, and then we also have an avocado salsa.
Okay.
And on this one, don't forget, we have the smoked pecan salsa to go with that.
Oh,
so we need a little bit of heat on there.
Okay, just that like that?
And a little bit more.
A little bit more, okay.
There you go.
Okay, I'll do that.
Awesome.
Where can folks find, and your tortillas, once again, they, special that you make, right?
We sell them at the Pro Farmers Market every weekend, and then you could also go to ancientheirloomgrains.com and make your order online.
Okay. And you're still working on getting that brick and mortar?
Yeah. Still working on it.
All
It's
right.
very expensive.
I would have never thought a sweet potato in a taco like this, pardon me, with the goat cheese in there. Oh,
And then the
that's
crunch
delicious.
from the corn.
And
then
once
this-
again, how do you get to be ambassador, though?
I'm not sure. I think they have their own panel. I'm just kind of doing good things and helping them out with their events and stuff like that. So hopefully,
Vote for Paul.
Yes, vote for Paul. Flor de Maíz Taco Tuesday is happening Tuesday, May 30th from 7 to 10 p.m. at Mexicana Cafe. For a link for tickets, go to our website, salive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
And still ahead on SA Live, an incredible performance from a child already dancing like a pro. We get a sneak peek at some of the fun you can enjoy at a weekend festival.
And next, your little ones can eat free tonight, tomorrow, and Friday. We're going to tell you which restaurant is offering this great deal. You don't want to miss this.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, it's time for our deal of the day. It's the last week of school for many districts. To celebrate, Kirby Lane Cafe is offering one free kids meal for every adult meal purchased.
The offer is going on from today through Friday, May 26th, so you can still get plenty of free kids meals that you can cash in on. Kirby Lane Cafe is located near Loop 1604 and I-10, close to the Rim Shopping Center.
Well, there is a big festival happening this weekend, and it's a great way to close out May, the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
Earlier, our Jen Tobias Stresky was checking out the food, which we did see. Okay, now you can't have a party without some dancing, right, Jen?
That's right. It's time to get a sneak peek at one of the performances that will be here at the Asian Festival. I'm back with Elva Adams. All right, what are we about to see, Elva?
Yes, as you know, performance is another highlight of the festival this year, and it ranging from Chinese culture dance, Korean dance, Japanese, K-pop. So today we're going to feature an Indian classical dance. So today what we have is two beautiful young talented students, Devayasri and Ahana. They're representing Kalalaya Indian Performing Arts School. So their dance is called Jatiswaram. In India, is a Bharatanatyam style, and it's a classical Indian style used to entertain, to communicate a traditional and contemporary message in the stories.
All right, take it away, young ladies.
Sa
performance, and we are just getting a sneak peek, right? Because the festival's happening this Saturday again. What are the hours, Alva?
Yes, from 10 to 5 on Saturday.
Okay, and there's food, vendors, all kinds of fun activities for the family to come enjoy and to take in the culture as well. Y'all did wonderful. They're so beautiful.
I know, they're so beautiful. And also, I also want to remind everybody, make sure you get your tickets online because you want to avoid the bottleneck at the line on the day of the festival. So make sure you go to AsianFestivalSA.org, get your ticket online to avoid the line.
All right, we have all that information on our website. Head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab. Thank you so much, Elva. Thank you, ladies. They did wonderful. Back to you, Fiona, Mike.
Oh, they were fantastic.
They were so
Beautiful.
good. Very talented. Thank you so much, Jen.
All right, next on SA Live, there's no party quite like a new home party where you can find lots of new homes ready for the right family. We take a peek inside. Don't go anywhere. Well, Country Village Estates is a new community just 20 minutes outside San Antonio, and it's being featured on the Parade of Homes this year. And we are here in Castroville today with Dale Heine, who is the owner of Parker Kane Custom Homes. Beautiful, beautiful home. First of all, how did Parker Kane get started?
Oh, we started in 2007. I had worked with other builders in the past, and the name came from my son's names, Elliot Parker and Dalton Kane. And they actually work alongside me with the business day to day now.
Okay. And Modern Hill Country.
Yes.
Describe what's going on with that, because from the outside, it's got a nice warm feel to it.
We try to do that in every one of our homes, and hopefully everybody else can see that same value.
How would you describe going inside as far as that Hill Country feel?
It's got a very open floor plan, which is very popular right now. Large island, lots of nice bathrooms. It's just a real nice house.
Okay, if you had one feature that you said, hey, come here, I gotta show you this.
We have a really nice doggy wash for the people that have animals.
That makes sense. And the front door.
And the front door is amazing.
Quite a statement just walking in, right?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, why are you different than other builders? What sets you apart?
Our core values is that we try to build every house as if we're building it for ourselves. We constantly are searching for new innovative materials to bring into our projects that you just don't see every day.
Well, also with us this afternoon is Christy Sutterfield, who is the Executive Vice President of the Greater San Antonio Builders Association.
Hello.
Hello. I love all these homes. I just love coming out here and talking about this. So what can folks experience when they come out?
Well, we're in the middle of final construction, and these builders are giving their hearts and souls to this 2023 Parade of Homes. They can see architectural styles that are drastically different. They're all different. The designs, the interior furnishings, the colors. One of the things I've seen is a lot of soft, warm paint colors. Mm-hmm. Amazing. You got to tour some of the homes.
Yes, and it's always interesting going from one to the next, because you think, okay, this is great, and then it's like, wow, and then it's wow, and then you keep doing that each and every home.
And I have to tell you, this Parker Kane home, it has the incredible details. People have got to come and see it when it's totally finished and decorated too.
And you can't put on a big show like this without some great sponsors.
We are so blessed to have Security Service Federal Credit Union as our presenting partner. They have stepped up, and we've been able to do things we've never been able to do before. We got Hollywood Crawford Garage Doors and Openers, CPS Energy, and the North Park family of dealers. So when you come to look at the new homes, Mike, you get to look at the new cars too. New Lexus, new Lincoln, you want a Chevy, a Subaru, we got it.
You got to furnish your home, you got to furnish the garage too, right?
Absolutely.
Well, sounds good. All right, Parade of Homes 2023 is presented in partnership with Security Services Federal Credit Union, CPS Energy, Hollywood Crawford, and North Park family of dealerships. It's happening May 20th through the 29th, Wednesday through Sunday, and Memorial Day. For ticket information, visit the website, sabuilders.com. You can also download the San Antonio Parade of Homes mobile app free for iPhone and Android. Hey, tomorrow on SA Live, it's the perfect party snack for your next event or birthday party. How you can get the original, organic, gourmet cotton candy in South Texas.
Celebrate San Antonio with us on YouTube.
Yeah, all of your favorite DIY videos, food, drinks, tips, and tricks. If you've seen it here, it's on the SA Live YouTube channel.
Just search KSAT SA Live on YouTube and like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Welcome back. As the community in Uvalde continues their healing journey, we're sharing their stories. KSAT 12's year-long project culminating in a special that airs tonight.
It's called 1 Year in Uvalde. It airs at 9 p.m. right here on KSAT 12, and of course you can also stream it online. Just go to our KSAT Plus app or our KSAT YouTube page.
And on our website right now, a special interactive article. It takes a look at the ways Uvalde families continue to honor their loved ones' lives. Just scan the QR code to take a look.
It features home videos and pictures shared with us by family members, and you can find their stories on our homepage. And of course, our hearts go out to everyone in Uvalde today, and flags are flying at half staff throughout the states. Have a pleasant afternoon, everyone.